Morning, guys. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Good. Let's get started in a couple minutes. All right, let's get started. Let's see what we have for today. Obviously, we are having a big gap up. The SPYs are pretty much up 10% in 2 sessions. That's trading like a small cap. Same thing with the Qs, up 10%, approaching 11% in 2 sessions. I'm not gonna chase anything on the long side here. I think we may have a few more days of bounce, but we are approaching some serious resistance areas. Like the Qs have the 200-day. It's actually above the 200-day right now, but it's approaching the declining 50-day. The SPYs are approaching the declining 50-day. So yeah, we may have a few more days of bounce, but I think it's gonna be choppy going forward. We've had a pretty big bounce from the lows a couple of weeks ago, 25% so far in the SPYs, and about the same in just a little bit less in the Qs. Yeah, on any time frame, you can look at any time frame. There's some resistance areas. I think I think it's gonna be choppy. Having said that, I am long a few things like mRNA from last week. I don't think this is necessarily a market correlated trade. They're working on a vaccine, and this thing is either gonna go up or down. I don't think it depends on the market. Same thing with the NVAX. Like both of these have been going up when the market was tanking. So I also bought Shady yesterday. I just couldn't resist. Some of these China names are, I mean, they look very good. I bought Tencent. Both, I mean, I have like a third half size in these names. I got stopped out of it. It took out the opening range, and it didn't really go much lower, and today it's gapping up, but I'm not gonna buy it back today. Because I think the market is gonna be choppy for going forward. But a lot of Asian internet stocks, China internet stocks are among the leaders right now. I'm short Penn. It's gapping up over my stop. My average is in the 14. So, and CACC is probably gonna gap up above my stop. My entry is in 266s, so they're both green, but it's annoying that they're gapping up over my stops. I bought some TQQ yesterday midday, small 10,000 shares, and obviously this thing is almost up 100k on it, on a partial position. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe it can go to 60, 65, but then I think it's probably gonna go sideways or pull back. I'm watching TDOC for a potential short. This thing has been one of the strongest stocks together with Zoom over the past few months. This thing has just been going higher. It's in the right sector. And today with the market gap up, it's actually gapping down. So it's showing some big weakness here. And yesterday it also gapped down with the market gap up, bounced off the 20-day. But I'm gonna stalk this one. If it can't reclaim the 20-day, if it starts fading mid-late day, or I don't know, sometime during the day, I'm probably gonna swing short this thing. It may want to pull back to the 50-day. So that's why I'm looking at it, showing some relative weakness. I have some oil names, some watch, probably gonna remove them. DXCM has a nice little mini flag here, but it's probably not gonna be sustainable, this breakout here. SC. Today is really not the day to chase anything on the long side. The entries were yesterday, in my opinion. Tesla, Uber, BAW. I'm watching for potential short entries on these things. Acre, if this thing can go to $10 would be nice. INO is capping up a little bit from yesterday. And Tilray I'm stalking for a long, but not today. I hope we can bounce today, and close strong, and maybe gap up tomorrow. That would provide some pretty nice potential short entry in some of these triple ETFs. So I really hope we have a strong day of buying today and tomorrow, and to get some nice short setups, short-term short setups. And again, things like JD and Tencent, as long as they don't stop me out, I'm willing to hold these things for months, quarters, a year. I'm just starting to build a portfolio. I just couldn't resist. These are some of my favorite stocks, fundamentally and technically, and I just couldn't resist buying partial position. Yeah, Livongo had a guidance, guided higher. I don't know, it does have some kind of a IPO base breakout. It could be good. It could be good. I may buy a small position just because I'm an addict. I probably shouldn't. I think it's gonna mean revert. I think the markets are vulnerable to a little bit of a rug pull here, because we are on a full chase mode in the indices. This is a classic bear market rally. The bear market rallies are the strongest types of rallies, and this is a classic bear market rally. I think we will have a short pullback coming in the next few days potentially. So that's why I don't want to chase anything today on the long side. But Livongo, yeah, sure, I'll take a starter, a tiny position, a third position maybe, just to satisfy my urge to trade. Also AYTU, I read somewhere that they've exercised 17 million of their 20 million warrants. So they're all pretty much got rid of the warrants. I think if it can break over this 170 area, this thing could double. It's not been going away. They've been selling warrants for a couple of weeks now, and this thing has just been holding up, and they retested this 165, 170 area many times. So we'll see. Things I'm watching out of the gate are TDOC short, W short, Livongo long. I'm not gonna do any crazy size on anything. I just don't have the conviction. I do not have the conviction. Not long, not short. Yeah, I have 4K monitors. I have 4K on my laptop. I have a 32-inch 4K. I had a 43-inch 4K, but I sold that one. It was way too big. I have and had several 4K monitors. I think they're great. There's no point in buying anything less than 4K, in my opinion. The monitor I'm streaming from, that's a 1440 27-inch. It's a gaming monitor. That's why it's not 4K. Oh, TDOC is having some big red candles here into the open. I have 5 monitors, but I only use 5 monitors like out of the, when I trade out of the gate. Then I go to my laptop and trade from my laptop the rest of the day. I only need many monitors, like in the first half an hour of trading. It's big gap ups in a lot of names. Let's see here. I got short some W and TDOC. This W has had an incredibly big move off the lows, 260% almost. This TAL, another China name, looks incredibly strong. I've been talking about this thing for months now. This was my biggest miss last earnings season, by far my biggest. CACC, I think I got stopped out of this thing. Yeah, PEN, I'm gonna use highs of the day as my stop now. It's still well below my entry. That's why I didn't stop out of it yet. Giving it a little bit more room. mRNA is fading. TDOC is going straight down so far. LVGO did not trigger. And W, I'm looking to add to it if it can. If it fails at VWAP. Right now it's pretty strong here. Haker, I don't know. Not yet. Either it goes like $10, or if we start getting some fade like mid-late day. Right now I'm not really. I'm gonna let it do its thing. TDOC, I think next stop is gonna be the rising 50-day here. Has another easy $10 of downside, I think. JD is barely green now. Yeah, we're in a very choppy market, no doubt. I'm looking to add more of this W. Oh damn, mRNA is having a big down candle. That's not great. Not a good looking candle on mRNA. I just gave back like 100K on mRNA in this one candle. 100K. I have to set a stop here. I have to set a hard stop if it can't bounce here. This is not a good looking candle. Oh my god. 100 alerts going off at the same time. INO going? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so far mRNA is bouncing. Bounce right off the rising 10-day on the daily chart. W looks very strong. I'm gonna size down soon. The only time I will add to W if it starts taking out this mid-low 75 area. But it will probably stop me out. It looks like it wants to go to 80 plus, which is a good thing. I would love to see this thing go to 90 or something tomorrow. By tomorrow. PDD, another China name, had a little bit of a breakout or a little bit of a range break yesterday. Not a great setup, but it just shows the strength in the China names. Beely also a little bit of a mini breakout. IPHI is incredibly strong. A lot of stocks are up 50% or so in the past couple of sessions. Pretty amazing. If you can just get one more day of bounce in the overall markets, there's gonna be some incredible short opportunities. W is building higher lows intraday. This is probably gonna stop me out. It looks like it's probably going to stop. Okay, mRNA is having a big bounce here. That's a good sign. I'm gonna move my stop to the lows of the day on mRNA. This is exactly what you wanted to see. Strong bounce right off the rising 10-day. Very good. Very good. My initial stop on mRNA, I think it was like $1 lower, like $30 or so. So I raised my stop about $1. W is still, you can clearly see the buying on the 1 minute chart, just building higher lows. Unless the market tanks, I think W is gonna stop me out. But we'll see. TDOC is weak though. AYT. Okay, Acre is, you know what? I probably should locate some shares on this Acre. I probably should. I just located 50,000 shares. If I'm gonna short it, I'm gonna do it later. It needs to squeeze out. I think it looks like it wants $10. Okay, W just got stopped out of half. Gonna take a nice little loss on W if it stops me out. Gonna take a nice little loss on it. Oh, Livongo took out the highs of the day. Okay. I bought some Livongo here. Not super high conviction trade, but it is in the right sector. I only got filled on half size so far. Yep, Baker is halted. Etsy is another name I'm gonna put on my short watch list. Up over 50% in a couple of sessions. Okay, LVGO, I'm in full size. Oh, not full size. I got filled on the rest of my order, but it's overall, it's still like pretty small position. I'm not gonna get aggressive on the long side in these market conditions at all. I'm fully prepared to get stopped out of everything tomorrow on the long side. I just have no conviction in this market. So far, it looks like a classic bear market rally. All these beaten down names are up 10, 15, 20%. Just so many stocks up 20% right now. Incredible. Which stock are you talking about? Talking about the Acre? Yeah, exactly. Better to be a couple of dollars late than, or like $1 too late than, $5 too early. Is it the first halt? No, it's a second halt. Okay. Potential 10-minute halt. Last one was a 5-minute halt. Okay, let's see, going lower, so, okay, it's probably gonna get halted to the upside again, we'll see. Oh yeah, no, it's not yeah, look, there's plenty of time. I think this is just a bear market rally. I wanted to get my toe in mainly on some of the China names, because China has been showing relative strength, but yeah. It's going to be plenty of time. I think the market is going to be challenging for at least a couple of more months. But I just can't resist buying some of these names. I just can't help myself. What can I say? I'm an addict. Just the way it is. I am an addict. With coffee? Yeah. I don't think coffee helps with my trading urge. If anything, I get more eager. Okay, Acre is... Showing some weakness here. I hate these kinds of stocks that just halt. I hate them. How are the virus numbers? I don't know. I don't have any clue. Like, our government is not really that concerned. Like, everything is open. I was to the gym today. I ate lunch at a restaurant. Then I went to a cafe, got a latte macchiato. Like, the crowds over 50 people are forbidden, but it's still like 50 people. So yeah, I'm just living life like normal. Sweden is going for a different strategy than all other countries. Let's just say we're going for a different strategy. Yeah, I read like every country is locked down. Even our neighboring countries are locked down. And in some countries you can't be more than 2 people in their vicinity. And then Sweden is like pretty much everything is normal. Well, China is already, because they already had their first wave of the virus. They're starting to get back to normal. Because China was like 2 months earlier than all other countries. Like, all these other countries are gonna be like China in a month or 2. Things are gonna start opening up again, then life is going back to normal. Okay, W failed to take out the highs of the day so far. It's testing VWAP. I'm either re-shorting if it takes out this mid-low 75s, or if it starts failing at VWAP. We'll see. Whichever happens. Okay, I'm gonna lower my stop on W now. So far it got rejected off the VWAP. Still pretty early to tell. And obviously TDOC is bouncing now, the market is getting weaker. It's like the inverse of the market. What's Zoom doing? This one, okay, Zoom is going lower. How many of you guys have been in Dan Shapiro's room, Access a Trader? I know I recognize some names. Yeah, I think Jay Patterson was also in Dan's room, right? Or are you guys still in the room? You were there a few years ago, okay. I think I was there from like 2012 to 2017, I think. I was there for 4 or 5 years. Dan Shapiro, accessatrader.com. Yeah, I recognize your name, Jay Patterson. Yeah. Maybe he talks a little bit too much, but he's a great guy. I learned a lot from him. Yeah, I like Dan. I picked up things from a lot of traders. One thing I picked up from Dan was a 60-minute chart. Like he didn't use the 60-minute chart when I joined him. He started using them after a few years. But I think the 60-minute chart is really magic. It's really great. I've been starting to use it more and more. It's especially great on like larger and mega cap stocks. Not so much on small caps necessarily, but large and mega cap and like triple ETFs and things like that. I think it's really great. I really think it's great. Acre is starting to show some weakness. I really hoped he was gonna go to $10. I don't know who's TWB. Epic a Trader. I have mixed feelings about him. He's too negative on everything. Such a pessimistic person. I don't like that. I added back a little bit on W. Oh shit, NVAX. No! NVAX is pulling back too. mRNA's weak. Oh, I'm gonna get stopped out of a bunch of things. Not great. Okay. TDOC is gonna... What the fuck is this? Like, everything I'm long goes down, everything I'm short goes up. Oh, fuck this shit. I got stopped out of TDOC. Peace. Inverse market stock. At least Penn is not going higher. Penn is mean reverting big time here. Wow, MGM, what a big cat. Mr. X, I don't know, man. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. I think he has some great ideas, but I don't know, he's a bit too much with a sunglasses indoors thingy, and I just oh man, no. Man, I'm so allergic with against sunglasses. No, he has some great ideas, but it's hard to tell if he's a real trader or if he's just selling subscriptions. I don't know. You never know. Some of these traders on Twitter that have like 50,000 Twitter followers, they're tweeting all the time. Some of them make no money trading. They make no money trading. And then you have guys that have like egg avatars and 5 followers that just use Twitter, you know, occasionally, that make millions per year. Nothing is what it seems. Stool Presidente? No, it's great. Guys, it's great. It's great. The guy is worth hundreds of millions. He just sold his company. He's just having fun. He's great. I love it. Because he's a sports betting guy, right? Isn't he like a sports guy? Yeah, like sports related stuff. And there are no sports. So he started day trading. He had eye surgery, had to wear sunglasses. Yeah, that's 15, 16. Yeah, that's you have to get some paper from the doctor. Just show the paper. Then you don't have to tell everyone. Just get a certificate from your doctor. I love Stool Presidente. Like, I'm not a big sports guy. I knew about him, but now that he started day trading, it's pretty funny. Because he's trading, like, I don't know if he's trading real money or if he's just trading paper money. I really don't know. But it's just, you know, he's great at what he does with the sports and stuff, but he really has no clue what the fuck he's doing trading. And it's kind of funny to see. That's like the average Joe who starts trading. You know, opens up a $2,000 account with Robinhood. He goes through all the emotions. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, exactly. He's worth 100 mil. Even if it's true that he lost a $500,000 on, I don't know what he lost it on. Was it yesterday? He lost $500,000 on something. It doesn't even in his account. Yeah, BA. Yeah, exactly. Fuck Boeing. Oh, that's funny. Okay, W. Let's see here. Okay, it's showing some more weakness. I'll short some more here. I'm short 14,000 shares of W now. Let's see what the fuck this thing does. Yeah, his rants are great. He's a funny guy. I'm glad he started day trading. What else would he do? Like, he has a big audience. His business is not really. He can't do his business since there are no sports right now. So what else was he supposed to do? It's a genius move in my opinion. Advertising? What's he advertising? I'm not really following him that close. I just see some clips people retweet. They're pretty funny. Oh, unboxing. Okay. Lyft. Oh yeah. Wow. Uber too, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the markets are starting to sell off. I probably should have sold my TQQ. Oh, that's a big fade. Yeah, I probably should have sold my TQQ. Whatever. Most of my longs are free. Okay, NVAX is bouncing at least. mRNA is holding up so far. But yeah, it takes out lows of the day. I'm getting the fuck out of it. I'm bailing. I really wanted to have some strength. I really wanted to see some strength today. Like full day buying and then get a gap up into tomorrow, but looks like we're not getting that, because that would have set up a perfect short opportunity for tomorrow. 10 cent just went to red. We'll see how things close. If my longs don't stop me out but they close weak, I'm probably gonna sell them or at least size down. Livongo is holding up decently. Because the thing is, if we get a big gap down tomorrow, I don't want a bunch of my longs gapping down below my stop. Just like a bunch of my shorts gapped up over my stops today. That's the problem with a volatile market. It's kind of hard to swing trade unless you get it exactly right. Sometimes your entry has to be down to the minute. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was kind of fun because I came in long mRNA, which didn't gap up, but JD and Tencent and TQQ did gap up, so it was kind of fun. But not as fun with CACC, which was gapped up above my stop, and PEN also. But PEN, my entry is in the mid 14s, so I have a pretty good entry on it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Partial sizes. I don't have any conviction. Like I've told you guys the past 2-3 sessions. I just I feel the market is in a limbo. I just don't feel it. I don't have any conviction either way. I just don't see it. Like when I see something good, I just know it's gonna be good, and I can do some big size, but I just have no conviction right now on anything. Everything could go either way. That's just how I feel about things right now. Like everything I see, no matter if it looks good on the short or long side, it just could go either way. Yeah, I mean exactly. I think we're gonna need at least a few months. Even if this corona stuff goes away and the economy starts getting back to normal and etc., it's gonna take a few months at least for the market to stabilize and to tighten up. We need the market to tighten up. Right now it's just, SPYs are up 10-12% in 2 sessions. That's not really tight. That's that's a pretty wide and loose price action. Let's see. Maybe we can make some money on this W at least. Hopefully this thing can pull back to mid-low 60s over the next few sessions. Oh, by the way, since there's not much going on right now, I actually started blogging. Not necessarily trading related, but just about a lot about a little bit about macro and all kinds of stuff, finance related things. I have been collecting. Like stuff I've been collecting in my Evernote over the years. I just want to put it all down, just organize my own thoughts. So this is the blog. It looks like shit right now. I don't know how to get the title of the blog bigger. Like right now the title of the blog is smaller than the title of the article. So I still have a lot of things to figure out. Chartsandstories.com. That's the I've done 2 blog posts right now, and I'm working on a 3rd blog post that's gonna be a little bit longer. And it's not necessarily related to my trading, not yet at least. But I'm gonna write about different kinds of stuff. It's more about organizing my own thoughts. Like I have a huge Evernote database with tens of thousands of articles and clips and stuff like that. Like information that I've collected over the past 6-7 years, and I just want to organize that. So I'm just kind of starting with just put it down. So that's why I started it. Yeah, well, I already sent the link. It's a few lines above what you wrote, Feffel 1992. I think Lynch is good. There's a great video on YouTube. If you don't want to read Lynch, there's a great video on YouTube. I've watched it twice. It's from like 95. It's really great. He's a funny guy. What the fuck, YouTube? Okay. Peter. Like if you are into Lynch or want to this lecture, I've seen it. I watched it like a couple of weeks ago, and I also watched it a few years. No, he's not a Can Slim kind of a trader. He was an investor. He headed the Magellan fund. It was the largest mutual fund when he was it was like really tiny when he took over, and when he quit the mutual fund business, it was the largest mutual fund in the world. Like this one, like watch this. It's like an hour. It's really great. You can skip like the first 5 or 10 minutes. There's a long introduction. I think the video starts at like 8-9 minutes. Peter Lynch is the white-haired guy, so just skip to the part where the white-haired guy starts talking. It's really good. You learn a lot about fundamentals and like thought process and stuff like that. Like I read both of his books too. They're also great, but if you don't want to read the books and just get the short version of he invested, that's a great video. He's a really good speaker and funny too. Okay, Acre looks like it's fading, and W looks like it's bouncing here. Ugh. Maybe I should have shorted Acre instead. Just had to wait for that first red 5-minute candle, the downside break of the first red 5-minute candle. I just didn't have any much conviction. I really wanted this thing to hit $10, but okay, whatever. This W showing some serious relative strength. I don't like that. Livongo is working so far. Livongo is going higher. That's good. They're doing some interesting stuff, like preventive medicine. I think it's gonna be a big field, just like telehealth, like T-Doc. It's gonna be a very interesting and big field over the next decade. Big growth. All right, I'm going to cut the stream now. I don't really see much to do here today. Not a lot of value. Let the market do what it has to do. I'm both long and short at the same time. I have a bunch of longs and a bunch of shorts. GSX, is it fading? Oh man, I'm so frustrated. I didn't short it here in the mid 36s a couple of days ago when it took out the opening range lows. I think this thing could fade back to mid-low 20s. If not this week, maybe next. All right, thanks for joining. I hope you got value out of this, and I will see you tomorrow. Good luck trading.